Hello, everyone, and welcome to the episode of the Capgun Podcast.
Oh, what is
I'm
this?
doing a
What do we?
terrible Italian
Oh,
accent.
oh no!
Cameron.
As someone who's like at least something like an eighth Italian, I'm at least an eighth offended, um, at least.
At least, if not more.
I think that's why I don't get angry so often because there's everything for me is broken into eighths, so I can only have like an eighth of any strong feeling at a time. Welcome to the podcast. My name's Justy, and you're
Cameron.
that's it.
That's
Right
the
before
name.
we started, I said let's pause before talking about this. The nameplate today. So yes, in the movie The Goodfellas, not without the in the movie Goodfellas, yeah, everyone's named Paul, and Cameron couldn't remember the other one, or Peter.
Peter
and they all married
married someone named Marie.
Right.
Iconic.
So
how you
as we just
doing?
established. Yeah.
How you doing?
No, I'm doing okay. I watched a movie today, and 5 seconds before now, just wrapped that up. So I'm excited for us to be able to talk about my strong opinions on Toy Story 5.
Wait, that's not out in Germany yet.
I thought it was really great, and I think there's
I
a lot
haven't
of people on
seen
the
it yet.
internet
I haven't
who
seen it
like
yet.
to cry about Boo-hoo.
Justin, no,
The third movie
Justin,
ended
don't
just
spoil it. This
so
isn't fair. No,
perfectly.
Justin, please. No, Justin, please. It hasn't come out in Germany yet. I really want to see it. It's not my fault.
You're not gonna believe.
Do you know
the
what's the
stuff that
saddest
goes
part about
down.
this? It's gonna come out after I fly to the US. So there's a non-zero chance that it leaves the US theaters before I arrive in the US.
It's not leaving theaters in less than a month, right?
Do you want to see it when I'm
it's a
back in
huge
a month?
hit. It's people are watching it. People love this movie.
Do you want to see it together again?
Yeah, I'll see it again.
Okay, cool.
When you have
Then it's a
AMC English,
date.
you can say yes to everything, baby.
Then it's a date for sure.
Wow, this is delightful. I think there's a little part of me that's a little salty because I'm like, this was gonna be the Toy Story 5 cast if that movie was out in Germany at this point.
Yep. Oh no, I agree. Get mad at Disney, I guess.
That puts Toy Story 5 and Obsession in the grave, despite them being top movies for me this year. But you watched Obsession. What do you think of Obsession?
I did watch it. I really liked it. I think I have the only drawback of me seeing it when I did was it was already so overhyped to me, and so much was already happening online.
You got to just go into every movie knowing it's gonna suck.
I'm sorry, but you, Anthony, both said it was amazing. I've been hearing the box office numbers.
You should never listen to me. I've never been right about anything.
It was a really solid film, really good. It was one of those films that was horror and the unnerving sound. I never got really jump scared. I just was unnerved the whole time.
There's like
Backrooms, I got jump scared.
Really suddenly loud. I think that's about it. But it's more about the unnerving.
Backrooms, I jump scared.
Obsession is sad. It really, I spent most of the movie just really upset, and it still lands for me.
Hot take on Obsession. I know that's not the podcast for this week, but hot take for Obsession. I think both Ian and Bear are the bad guys.
Wait, what do you mean hot take? Who else would be the bad guys? Are you saying instead of just Bear?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I thought you meant as opposed to Nikki, and I'm like, yeah.
No. Although I will say there is an online discourse. I have heard that Bear's the actual bad guy, as if the common sense solution is that Nikki's the bad person.
Yeah, no, I mean, no one handles anything in this movie well. So
Nikki can't really help it, I would say.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. You would say? Yeah, I would say too. That's my read. Okay. We could talk about the I almost said 80s movie. I guess it's 1990, right? But it's probably
90s?
I worked on in the 80s. So there you go.
It was work shot in the 80s because it was released 1990. So I would assume you'd assume
You would
correct.
assume. You would assume, unless they finished it last second.
I don't think
They
so.
came up right up to the deadline. And
But Justin,
the person who owned AMC theaters was like, "Where's my movie? Where's my movie?" Feed you to the lions.
this week we're doing Goodfellas.
Welcome to Goodfellas. May I take your order?
Welcome to Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Is it?
I think. Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
You got to say something now.
Technically, I think it's a capital F in Fellas. Now that I'm reading it.
What? I guess in the poster it looks like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
The Wikipedia page has the lowercase f, so we gotta get past this.
It's Goodfellas. Oh. Justin, what is Goodfellas about?
So Goodfellas, right? It's the story of Henry Hill, everyone. It's all about Henry Hill. It's based off of true events. I don't know how closely or anything, but grain of salt and all that when you don't do the research ahead of time, like me. But this kid always wanted to be a gangster. It's his life. It's all he knows. Dropped out of school real early because he knew this was going to be the life for him, and he grows up feeling worshipped. He has community, he has his people, and people get beat up or worse. I'll let you fill in the gap of what that means. And he has to get his hands a little dirty here and there, but he has his people. They're all Italian, and it's a lot of fun. It's kind of hard to elaborate beyond that. Some people are they gonna get caught beating some people up and selling some drugs? We're gonna end in some robberies. All the crazy stuff comes to a head in the new hit picture film Goodfellas.
The new hit picture film.
It's new
by Martin Scorsese.
Marty,
one would say,
Marty, you did it again.
Some would say that this is a knockoff of The Irishman.
I would have to see that movie first to be able to
The Irishman came later than Goodfellas,
right.
But I would still say this is a knockoff because I saw The Irishman first.
Right,
it's a better iteration, I would say. Although I really like The Irishman.
Wait, which one's the better iteration?
Goodfellas.
Let's heckin' go.
It's like he learned. It's like he learned from The Irishman, went back 30 years, and then made this movie.
Time is an illusion that helps things make sense. So here's the thing. We are continuing on the theme of June, which we all know is movies by directors that I haven't seen much.
Really?
When we talked about Spielberg last week.
No. I know Spielberg.
I'm recapping.
Okay, thank you for the recap.
I announced to everyone that it was my that Disclosure Day was my 4th Spielberg movie. The other 3 being the first Indiana Jones, the second Indiana Jones, the third Indiana Jones. How many Scorsese films have I seen, Cameron?
Is this your second? I'm hoping this is at least your second. Is it really? What'd you see first? I'm gonna guess. I have 2 guesses.
You get 2 guesses, Cameron, as we all know. As it goes.
The Wolf of Wall Street is my first guess.
Nope, but a good guess.
The Irishman?
No.
Not The Irishman. No. Killers of the Flower Moon. Killers. It's Killers of the Flower Moon.
No.
Which Taxi Driver?
I hear great things.
The Departed?
The who?
Hugo? Checks out. You know what?
I saw Hugo in theaters, and I came out of it going, "That's one of my favorite movies ever." I don't know if I've ever watched it since 2011, but at the time, I was all about it.
I gotta say, Hugo is a solid movie. Hugo is a solid film. I
Well,
would say Scorsese's one of those directors that has made a lot of movies in his career,
no
and his
arguments there.
quality doesn't really diminish. Like, I was making fun of The Irishman before, but The Irishman's not a bad movie.
I
It
probably
feels like a
agree.
similar film. It just feels like
Yeah,
it's a similar film to Goodfellas. It's also another mobster movie, and I know Scorsese does his mobster films. He loves his mobster movies.
they're fun.
Um,
I see the appeal. Maybe I should watch the Godfather. You know,
that's not Scorsese.
but I'm talking about just doing mobster
Oh,
film.
okay.
Because
I
I
was
said
really afraid
mobster
for a moment
films
that you
seem
didn't know that
fun.
that was
I should
not.
watch more of them because is this my
Yeah,
first one? like I've seen scenes, I've seen the cultural zeitgeist
sure.
depiction, but like yeah, osmosis and all that.
So this is your favorite mobster movie, then,
Yeah,
by far.
it's my least favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and your least favorite on one.
Does what about movies where? Yeah, I guess I can't think of any movies I've seen where um like the gangster stuff's like in the forefront, like Shark Tale's technically one, right? It's just not the A plot. There's a lot. I've probably seen a lot of movies where the antagonists are some sort of mobsters.
Yeah, but that's different than like an actual mob.
Scorsese's also in Shark Tank. There you go.
Scorsese's also in The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yes, he was the best performance.
He was
TBH.
not. Stop it.
Who was
I don't know. He was the best guest star. I thought Mando was a good performance.
a fine performance? I don't know if I felt anything with his performance at any point except for the action in the beginning being cool.
And when he loses his helmet, and then I thought that's a great scene in
He
Mando and
loses
Grogu.
his helmet and goes,
Not lose it, gets taken off of him.
well, it gets taken off him and goes grrr, and then you're watching, you're thinking, okay, well, in the show this happened like 5 times, and in the show he seemed to stop caring. Does it matter to him here? I can't really tell.
Is there because I feel like the other times he takes it off himself. This is the first time I feel like we saw Mando have it taken off of him. I might be
Maybe
wrong. I'm
maybe
trying to
that's
think of
right.
when it was. I feel like
Okay,
I'm
but
trying to think
like
of a.
still the movie does not give me a good sense of how he feels in that moment, which
I don't know. I
if
thought there's
we're
enough
awarding
nuance.
someone for the best performance in the movie here, I think I'm giving it to the monkey.
That's the CGI monkey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
voiced by Martin Scorsese, Martin
Scorsco.
Scorsese. Yeah.
Look, I
To
mean,
me, to me, Marty is the guy from the studio. That's who he is to me. The guy who's gonna make the Kool-Aid movie. That's like one of the best segments of a fantastic show. All right, wrap up the pod.
I have no words to what was just said.
You're so mean to me all the time. Point for me. Point for Justin.
Maybe,
Point
maybe.
for, point for
Fine, you
Justin.
get a point.
Making
Will
Cameron.
you stop it? Will you stop?
But I stop what?
Stop.
Being me? Are you trying to silence people during Pride Month?
So anyway, Goodfellas.
Right. That's
It's one of those episodes, folks. I mean, look, this is a solid movie. Like, I have nothing really bad to say about it.
it's so fun.
It's a lot of fun. I'm really annoyed at the characters though, but I guess that's just good writing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, technically, I mean, oh geez, I mean, you of course have that classic oneer. It's like a classic like oneer shot that they use in like film school. The like opening when you meet all, not the opening, but like when you meet all of the people in the mob, and it goes to this restaurant and you're going from table to table. It's like one of the best uses of a oneer, I think, ever. You have the trio of De Niro, Pesci, and Leota. Rest in peace to Ray Liotta. Of course, he died in 2022. But the three of them are freaking amazing in this movie. Only to give you all of the love ever. It's just great. I really enjoy this movie. Um, yeah. I don't know.
You do know. You just said a lot of words, so obviously you know.
I
Um,
do.
I think that this movie is crazy fun. I just love being shoved into a world where the characters are just top of their game, doing their thing. Um, I will say though, like anytime we're breaking away from like the gangster circle and we're getting like the perspective from Karen or anyone from the outside worlds, it does always feel like a there's some relief there. I'm like, okay, I I love those connection point characters as well. Um, and
Sure.
justice for Karen, she's
Justice for
iconic.
Karen for sure. You know what?
Anytime
They do get divorced in the
there
end.
was a woman on screen, really, I was like, wow, we're making progress here. Give me the girl gangster movie. What if they do like how they did like the Ghostbusters remake thing? We could do
And the
that with
Ocean's 11 reboot with
right.
women
We could do that
too.
with Goodfellas. Like, where's the girl
Good Gals.
gangsters?
It's called Good Gals.
Good gal.
That makes sense.
Because
Gals,
but
fellas.
the dudes are cool here too.
Yeah, here's the thing. They're fellas. I wouldn't say they're good.
um, I was most fond of arguably the worst of them all. Good old Tommy played by Joe Pesci. Just absolute maniac. Flies off the handle. Shoots up some sweet people.
Yeah, what here I mean before we get into the spoilers real quick, I want to
it's
say
a movie about respect, sort of. It's a movie about people who care
cuz
a
I
lot
mean this
about
casting
respect.
is great. Um yeah, I had a really tough time in this movie feeling good for anyone. Maybe felt
Um,
bad for Karen. But
yeah,
even she kind of gets very
yeah.
complacent towards the end of the film, which really like is like, well, you've lost any goodwill, and that's the
It's
only
about
thing
it's a
that
movie
annoys me
about
about this
people
movie.
who it's a movie about people who love fun, and you don't need to like sympathize for them. They're having their fun. Like they don't need your sympathy. Like, yeah, they do all suck. But like, isn't it great? I don't
I
know.
just love, they do all in fact suck.
Yeah.
Like just like the fact of it all, just like yeah,
This is
that's it.
factual.
It's a
Like
factual
poor
fact.
like I throw in the spoilers because I was about to say a phrase that I guess would be a spoiler.
Go ahead.
Poor Polly. Like I was like, let's clean it up here, guys. That's all I'm asking for. And everyone's like, yeah, I'll do that. And then this Polly guy keeps getting screwed over left and right all this whole
Yeah,
time.
Paulie, really the bad guy, the person we're supposed to feel
He's the
really bad
victim
for in
of
this.
Goodfellas.
He's the real what? He's the real victim of
He's the
Goodfellas.
victim. He's the victim.
What am I
And by
listening
victim, I
to right
mean
now?
I'm sure he's done some terrible, terrible, terrible things before this movie like begins. We just don't, and he's kind of owning the operations of terrible things happening. But like, poor little
Yeah.
guy.
I mean, I do feel good that everyone gets their due in the end.
I like to go chronologically, but I'm gonna ignore that this time. So
Because I just said
Henry,
something, or
yeah, but I Henry. I mean, like obviously it's based on a real story, so you're gonna base it in that. But like Henry kind of got off easy, right?
yeah,
Sort of.
no, not sort of,
Sort
very
of.
much,
I mean, like you
very
could
much.
argue that like the life he fell in love with was taken away from him, but like for a lot of the characters in this movie, that's the case plus death or plus prison. Like this guy's like, things might be a little boring from now on, but he's like,
Yeah,
say,
Crimea River.
man, he's
Truly,
not gonna get a good dinner tonight, and that's a bit of a bummer.
this is a person who I feel deserves so much less than what he gets in the end. And he gets
But
a
he
very
did
good
take down an
deal.
organization for his own safety.
Yeah, I was about to say, it doesn't really feel like he's
Does,
getting the short end of the stick here.
what's the movie say about rats? Is it okay to be a rat? I don't know.
Uh,
I don't
yes.
know. I don't know what the movie's really saying in that regard, but it's fun. But it's fun. It's effed up. How's Martin Scorsese say it in the studio?
Is that yeah, it's fucked up.
That guy.
That guy.
I want him to be the lead. I love his performance. He's great.
Now, I do have like I've met someone before who's like second cousins with Scorsese or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
What?
and he's met Marty once or twice. I get to call him Marty. You know, we are on a first name basis
Now
after
that
all.
you have
Not
that
me and Cardi,
connection,
but me and
you
the
could say that.
yeah.
I can't, but you can.
You can't.
Right.
Apparently this is like the life that Marty grew up in, essentially.
Yes. Yes.
Kind of wild.
I love that for him. I wanna owe him bills. Hmm.
Do you? Just go. He goes. That's effed up. That's effed up. That's effed up. And all of a sudden, two people with guns come in and start shooting up the whole place.
Pew pew pew. Uh, I don't know. It's interesting because like show me an action movie, and I tend to check out pretty quickly if it's like a people with guns kind of action movie. But this isn't that. This is like about greed. It's about this organization with interconnected people who are all looking to get out on top. Um, the crime world, I guess, is a little more fun than the I'm a man with a mission,
See,
and I
I do
have
have
a
a question though. I do have a
so
question though.
to me.
Where were the parents, and why didn't they do more?
Um, well, he didn't really seem, especially his dad. He didn't seem to like his dad, so I think he was fine getting far away from there. Henry's parents, you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Why didn't Henry's parents ground him? The movie wouldn't have happened. What were they thinking? Cameron,
There's no.
it's Father's Day when we're filming this, and maybe you should have a little more respect for how difficult it is to raise a child, especially one that's
Especially a
a
child
little,
whose
little
dream it is. And
rebellious.
also, whose dream is it to be in the mob? Justin, you want to be in the mob? That's your dream.
But like in a cute like secretary kind of way.
Well,
Imagine
what
like
does
I
that
could like
mean?
well like
Just a little
I could
right.
run like I could run like their office, and maybe like do some accounting work, take some phone calls. Oh, Big Phil, it's for you. Like
I feel like you need to watch The Godfather.
probably. I saw a couple scenes, so I'm kind of an expert if you think about it. I'll skip to the third one. I hear that's where it gets spicy.
Anyway, Goodfellas. Yeah.
Go on.
I the chemistry between the three leads is absolutely tremendous.
Oh
I
yes.
think it's so good.
I didn't even realize it was Robert De Niro until the credits rolled.
Did you
I was
really
like,
not realize it was
he's
Robert De
so
Niro?
tiny. Baby Robert De Niro, baby.
Did you
Joe
really?
Pesci I
Is
can
that it?
recognize from a mile away.
Yeah, De Niro hasn't changed visually either since this. I feel like you can still tell it's Robert De Niro.
Um, yeah, I'm not smart. I'm just a secretary for the mafia. I didn't. I
Okay,
dropped out of school to be a gangster, and then they made me a secretary instead.
you're have you what's the show called? Have you seen Ghost?
I've seen the commercials for Ghosts.
One of them is a travel agent,
Mm.
and he finds out late in the show that his wife and his wife's family is the mob, and that he was just working as a travel agent as a front for the money. I feel like that's you.
And never found out in his
Nope.
life.
Nope.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's you.
That's a great plot. I love that concept. Let's steal it and make a movie about it.
Let's see, let me move on. The fronts in this movie little different.
Mm-mm.
Couple restaurants, a shop. You know,
What would you do as a front if you was gonna be
what
so
would my
judgy
front
about
be?
it? Yeah, what would you do?
Well, I mean, there's the classic. There's like
Right.
the laundromat is a classic front because you can use that to any cash business, right? Like a laundromat's really good. I mean, Trick Club also classic front shop.
Mm.
Also a lot of cash. Um, I don't know. Maybe a
Arcade.
bar.
Arcade.
Arcade is a good one. A bar is a good one.
Yeah. This is a how-to video.
How to be a mobster.
That's the
Step
title.
1.
Step one.
Get a front. That's the first part. Step 2. Get a
Don't
bunch of
hire
people with guns.
anyone who needs a lucky hat.
True.
Yeah.
And make
That'll really
sure that
do.
you don't have any phones in the premise.
The
Yeah, how
lucky
dumb
hat.
was that babysitter? How
I love the
dumb was that
babysitter.
babysitter?
The lucky hat didn't really actually affect anything though, right? Like the babysitter messed up earlier with calling on that phone, but like them going into the car,
Because she didn't have the lucky hat.
if she had the lucky hat, she would have made better decisions. But movie made a point of us recognizing that she doesn't currently have the lucky hat. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that babysitter not the smartest. Clearly.
But is anyone in this universe, in this movie verse?
Polly is not dumb. Polly wasn't wrong in the end, by the way.
The murder man wasn't wrong in the end.
No, as in like he wasn't
Mhm.
wrong about the drug business getting to him.
Yeah, he knew, but he didn't know how to shut it down. I think lesson learned. You just gotta whack people a little earlier.
Yeah.
If he killed Henry just a little bit earlier, he would have been fine.
Yeah. He should have killed him and not given him the money.
He
Step 4 of how to be a mobster, by the way, is whack people and whack them early.
How to be gangster. I think that was one of
Like
the.
James.
That
James
was
did it
like a.
great. James did
That was
the
like an
good thing.
early
He started
YouTube
whacking people.
video. That was like an early viral hit. How to be gangster. That was like a Niga Higa video, right? Like he did how to
Could
be
have been.
ninja, how to be gangsta, how to be
Yeah,
emo.
but how to be gangsta is different to how to be a gangster.
Yeah, but
Two
gangsta is
different.
based off of gangster. Like it derives one from the other.
Sure,
I
sure.
played a gangster once
You did.
in fourth grade. Fourth grade
Wow.
musical. Mm-hmm.
What a time. What'd you
I, w-
what musical
I
was
was
it?
the leader. I was the leader of the gang. Like this big organization.
What
Yeah.
was the musical?
I don't really remember, but it wasn't something that was like widely recognizable. It's just it was theater week, so it was like a 1 week production where everyone jumps in and the director's like, okay, now remember everyone says this line at the same time, everyone says this line at the same time, and like 5 people, and I was lucky enough to be one of them, get to like have these like special roles.
Moments. Yeah, nice.
Um, yeah, so I'm kind of an expert in this field. So ask me anything about this movie, and I'll give you like the rationale and the answer and the logic and the reasoning and all the smart stuff.
Why
Mhm.
didn't Polly kill James?
Which one was James again?
De Niro?
Oh, um, Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah,
They mostly
Jimmy
called him
James.
Jimmy, which is why I was thrown off. Um,
Yeah, that was the reason.
why wasn't Jimmy killed? Great answer. Because Jimmy has chutzpah.
Do they actually use? I don't think they use chutzpah in this.
Karen is probably thinking it at some point.
Karen most likely was thinking yes. I did love
She's
the line, he's half Jewish. That's a great line. He's half Jewish, and he said, on my good side.
yes,
Which,
yes, yes.
iconic. No idea that
Um,
went through. Really funny.
as someone who is half Jewish and an eighth Italian, and a little bit Irish, that this guy gets me. Henry and I, we're basically twins.
Even
Think
though
about
Henry's not half Jewish.
on his good side.
What'd you say?
On his good side.
On his good side.
So I see where you're coming from, but he could be honorary. There's different kinds of Jewish. There's culturally Jewish, there's religiously Jewish, there's spiritually Jewish, which is very different than religiously Jewish.
How?
Yeah, not really. I mean, like, religion is an institution, and spirituality really goes beyond that, you know?
Hmm.
Religion kind of goes like, whereas spirituality is kind of like, I don't really participate in either, but like, you know.
Oh, at a time.
So that's my
Yeah.
expertise on gangsterism.
Judaism. It's your
Oh, I
expertise
was
in
going with
Judaism.
yeah,
Oh,
that
gangster.
too.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I feel like I should have so much to say about this movie, and I feel like
Sometimes it's tough when there's a movie like this. It's about like the events, the specifics, the moments. Are you enjoying? Are you vibing with the moment to moment beats? Like, do you what feelings do you feel when Spider gets blown up? Pew pew.
well, I was not a fan of Tommy in general.
Tommy's the life of the party. I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like Tommy deserved to be killed instead of
I'm
being
not
made.
disagreeing, but who no one's bringing more fun to each scene than him. He's a funny guy.
What do you mean by that?
He's just he's just kind of like he's funny.
So he's the jester, he's the joke.
No, he's just kind of. There's such an easy answer to that too. Like, you just got to say with confidence, like, oh, you know how you just were making people laugh? I was just verbalizing the fact that you were making
That you
people
made people
laugh.
laugh. Yeah,
But obviously he meant that in jest. I love that they did that setup there with like getting you scared by this guy and making him seem like he might be a little unhinged and then pulling back just for every single other instance of it in the movie being
for to be
legitimate.
just unhinged the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
He will be set off and it rocks.
I think
That jerk.
for that he wanted to be a gangster so bad. I don't feel like
That,
Henry really does that much, and he's also kind of a wimp for it. Hot take. Doesn't want to kill anyone, really. Doesn't want to hurt
Tommy cares
anyone.
about respect. Henry cares about excitement and
Like
victory.
Henry is that like hipster poser, but for gangsters. Like he looks like a hipster, he acts like a hipster, but he's not really a hipster.
I mean, he
Like
does
you'll see him still go to
in terms of all
Starbucks,
the
even though he's a hipster.
practical things, he's still participating in all of the same things. It's just that on a social level, he's not like whipping out a gun every 5 seconds. But but yet he does get violent sometimes. So like, yeah, he's not a Tommy level.
Towards his wife.
That I don't like
It's like
that.
the only time we really see violence is there. I don't. Sometimes he punches people once or twice.
Yeah, I mean, he's been part of points in time where it's like, let's beat this guy up and bring him to the zoo. The lions.
That's true. That's true.
And of course, that guy's sister, wife, something was a typist for the FBI. It's just one of those days. One of those days. What
One
did
of
they
those
get busted
days.
for there? Was it for just like the threatening of death? Like what did he go to jail for on a law level?
Do they say?
We just know there was some sort of ratting out, but we don't know like what the specifics of that were. Because at that point in time, like there was no drug empire element. It was just
It's
we're
true.
gonna we're gonna like be and we didn't do the robbery yet. We're oh no they mentioned doing some thievery here and there, but like it's more about like um turning people against each other and threatening violence. So like that, those are that's the big stuff at that
Well,
point.
because
It's like,
Henry is still like a cog in the machine,
yeah, right. Of much
right?
worse
Once he
things
gets
going
out of
on.
prison, he starts to do his own thing as well. Like that's the difference.
I
You know,
think
like
the
because
lesson learned is I I could have fixed him. And
what?
sometimes sometimes you need that person, someone who's gonna like
Are you
really.
telling me that you want to be together with Henry?
I said I could fix him. Any implications you get from that, that's your business.
All right, then spell it out for me.
Um, I think not that I would want to be with it. Just if I flirt with him a whole bunch, I think eventually he'll go, "Oh my gosh, this life of crime stuff ain't for me. Justy's for me." You get the difference? Because
Yeah.
like I think if I wanted to be with him, that would be weird.
So you're not like Karen, where it turns you
I'm
on at
not
least so
like
bad.
Karen. I'm better. I'm
Mm,
I'm
mm,
just generally speaking
yeah.
better.
Better. Speaking of Karen, she gets a bad rap in this movie for the first 3 quarters of it, and then she goes down the deep end, and I'm not sure really if
Cameron, it's
she
about
really
loyalty.
wants to.
When you get married, it's important to really be by your partner's side.
Henry doesn't only like have one affair; he has 2 affairs with her, like against of
That we know of.
that we know of. And the second time somehow feels worse.
It feels worse because he's not even Henry cares. He's not into it.
Never Henry. It just feels like
He's just
Henry's
like,
taking
this is
advantage of.
business. This is pure business.
Yeah, he just like, oh yeah, there's an apartment and she lives there and she'll help me with the drugs and I just need to tell her that I love her once or twice. And that's it. Do you think Karen knows at this point that
She's certainly, after all this time, found ways to cope and has learned that survival means not thinking much about it, assumedly.
do you,
'Cause
do you think
last
she's helping him with the drugs?
well, maybe if I help sell some drugs, he'll love me again. Yeah, probably something like that. Um, but also,
What?
if I don't help him, who will? He's my little honey bun. He's just such a sweet boy. That Henry deserves the world.
But she knows that he's not just a sweet boy by like marriage. She
This is true.
sees him beat up the guy that abused her.
Yeah. And she was like, "That was awesome."
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have that much respect and love and sympathy for her based on that.
Um, yeah. I mean, that's yeah. Like, listen, I think Karen rocks, but like, it's hard to be that sympathetic when a lot of people were also giving her warnings, and by a lot of people I mean her mom. That mom, she's the only one with any sense in the whole movie, really.
That's true. Um,
And then
Speaking of a
later in
mom
the
that's
movie, that one guy, what was it, Maury, his wife shows up and she's like, he never stays out all night without calling. And I'm like, wow, they were the real ones, huh? That was like the one good pair in the whole movie.
yeah, except for the fact that he stole millions of dollars. You know, that's a
Mm,
regrettable part of the movie.
I see where you're coming from.
Um,
Yes.
Speaking of moms, I think my favorite mom in this movie though still has to be Tommy's mom.
Um.
That dinner scene
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
they kill the guy, absolutely iconic.
They hit the deer and the paw, the hoof gets a little caught and sawing it off, and the mom just gets it. When Tommy does die at the end, I am thinking like, gosh, his poor mom.
Yeah, I think she's the only person I truly feel bad for in this film. She
Yeah,
gains all the sympathy.
I mean
Maybe all the
it's
moms
always
do,
the
but like,
civilians you feel bad for,
yeah. But like some of the civilians, like Karen, for example, starts to take part in it, right? That's why
and
I feel
she
less
chooses
sympathy
not
for.
to be a civilian anymore.
I guess.
And Tommy was about to be made. I'm so proud of him. If the movie ended without him dying, I would have been shocked. So might as well have happened then.
Yeah, I think it's a good moment to get him because I think that then is like the catalyst for the rest of the film,
It's so sad.
right? Because it was this idea of like, hey, they're all untouchable, and then all of a sudden, like the dominoes start to fall, that each one of them kind of gets
And they
in
go,
trouble,
nope. Yep.
you know? Because I mean, it's Tommy, then Harry. Yeah, I
Yeah.
had it right.
Yeah.
Then Henry, and then and then Jimmy. Like they each fall one after another as
And
like a
Jimmy.
cascading effect. And I think that's the most brilliant part of this movie is like the fact that it's a true story makes it so compelling. But the way that it's told is so well done.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah. I it feels there's the grandeur to the great fall of the gangster empire.
I
So
really want to know. So he's still in Witsec, right? Technically,
yes.
but they also have semi famous photos of him still.
Like since that point?
Sorry.
Yeah, like from what point? The photos.
Martin Lewis met a woman named
I'm learning.
um see 4 years shopping Henry to a no-show job to get him parole. Barry was also sentenced to 10 years extortion. He died respiratory family. Um Hill met a woman, got married, then was convicted of cocaine trafficking again.
Yeah. It's
Um
hard to give up the exciting life.
so not only was I think like this is more fascinating. Hill was in Witsec, then met a woman, then married the new woman, got into trouble because he was still married to Karen,
Yeah.
then was convicted of cocaine trafficking while in witness protection, then got divorced, and then got married, then got into then got arrested again for having drugs in his suitcase in an airport.
What will he do next? These are the questions.
I
hope it's armed robbery.
This
I
is
mean, I hope
wild.
it's not. I hope it's not that.
That's kind of wild. So here's the thing.
Okay, yeah.
This movie was originally supposed to be called Wise Guys, which I think would have been a better title.
It would flow more with the movie without there needing to be like a little side B where it's like, by the way, this is why it's called Goodfellas towards the end.
Yeah.
But oh well. Kimmy, I don't know where I'm gonna end up ranking Goodfellas. I really like it. I just
Well, then I think first of all,
oh
it is
no.
time to rate
Rank
that
that
movie.
movie.
So, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I really like this movie.
It's a great movie.
It is not my favorite Martin Scorsese film. I think that's still The Departed. I think it's still better. The Departed is a better Scorsese film.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna give this a 9 out of 10.
Wow. Ho, ho, ho. Wowza.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Justin, rank it for us. Where does it land in your?
It's always tough when like I just saw it. I'm like, oh gosh, am I favoring it because my brain's in the world of the movie right now, or out of the 66 podcast films that I have seen, I currently have it at number 25. That would put it below. It puts it. You'll understand in a second if that's the spot seems familiar. It would put things below Dee Dee and Past Lives. Would put it above.
Wait, did you?
Disclosure Tape and Breakers. Right now, things are just landing in that spot right there. Like that's
why I feel like you put it low. That's low on your list.
It's low,
in my opinion.
I had it higher earlier. I don't know.
I think this is better than Dee Dee.
Wow. Okay. Maybe.
But I also your Past Lives is low.
Feel more things while watching it. It's tough. Very different kinds of movies, which always makes it an interesting exercise in comparison. There's more moments in this movie that feel immediately iconic. I guess by that I mean memorable. Granted, sure. I just saw it today. Whereas like a movie like Dee Dee, I'm like
Henry's laugh. I think will stay with me my whole life.
Whomst what?
Henry's laugh in the beginning. That's gonna stay with me my whole life.
That I get. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it one higher. I'll put it above Past Lives just for you.
Okay. Now you're rage baiting me because you know that I think your Past Lives ranking is too low. Yes. This is mean.
It's somewhere around there. Like, listen, it's always going to be like ranges because movies that are like, once you start getting enough movies on a list, every single like ranking is going to feel like everything in the same area is just about the same level of enjoyment. So
that's fair.
You're pulling hairs at that point a little bit, but like, it's,
sure.
Whereas like, there's the top 9 section for me where it's like, okay, everything in that 9 is untouchable, and then maybe like, we have an almost there tier, and this is like the tier below that where it's like, this is great, and then the tier before that is like, oh, that was really good. We were in the this is great zone right now.
That's fair. I respect it.
Solidly great movie.
I respect it.
And honestly, like in general, the 2026 podcast films are blowing the 2025 ones out of the water. On average.
I feel like this year we've gotten a lot better films. I feel like I want some experimental stuff though. I want to do some
I'll grow up.
experimental stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're
I'll
not
let you
taking enough
pick an
shots.
experimental one if it's good.
But I'd love talking about movies that just aren't great all the time.
I think the fun of having seen a not good movie is if at least one person on the podcast is defending it. But obviously, we
That's
can't
fair.
pre-plan that. For
What's
some reason,
what's your
this week
lowest what's your lowest ranked film for this year so far? Is it Withering, and why is it Wuthering Heights?
is Wuthering Heights. I do have the Super Mario Galaxy movie a little bit higher than Wuthering
That's
Heights.
fair. Although I
But
would
Wuthering,
maybe agree. I
I
don't know.
just it was just a really tough watch. And like again, like when Wuthering Heights and Super Mario Galaxy movie are like that close, it's like it's the little things that win it out. And I'm like, Super Mario Galaxy movie, it's animated, it's pretty. Some of the character animations like satisfying. The music's really nice. Wuthering Heights, I'm like, it has 2 or 3 pretty shots to me. And there's like one scene in the movie in which a woman acts like a dog where I'm like, that's an interesting scene. Like, but even that scene in context is a little confusing in terms of character motivation at that point in the movie. Super Mario Galaxy movie is just it's dumb, but like there's more of the little things I could appreciate in it.
Okay.
If we're looking at like just 2026 movies, like above that, I have like Not Just a Goof, which is like solid. So solid documentary, goes on a while towards the end, but like it's nice. It's a nice one. And then above that, like John Wick. There we go.
Wow.
Above that,
That's
Mando and Grogu, which I feel like is a little high, honestly. Not specifically,
what? No, it's
like in
not.
general for my list. Like Sisu was probably at least better. Let's put Sisu above that one from 2 years prior.
Insane.
I,
Insane.
Mandalorian Grogu just does not stick with me. Like it's nice, it's cute. I like Grogu. I'd rather be watching a good episode of the show. Like it's a long episode of the show, but not a particularly good long episode of the show. It's like it's fine. I don't feel like any character is like motivated throughout the movie. Mando has another quest. He's doing his quest thing. He's maybe gonna get a little money out of it or something.
Gets the ship out of it. That's what he gets out of it. He gets the ship out of it.
I guess he maybe cares. I guess.
That being said, yeah.
But on the we could circle back to then you have Goodfellas, which is I guess it's well into the upper half of my
Sure.
2026 specific list and in my overall list. Let's do another Spielberg Scorsese month at some point. And I could get up to 5 Spielbees and
5 Spielbees and three Scorseses, 3 Martys.
Yeah. 3 Martys.
3 Martys.
Yeah, give me my.
That being said, folks,
Martini.
comment down below. I'm gonna say this. Comment down below
yeah.
which Spielberg and Martin Scorsese films you want Justin to see. And until next time, which is Supergirl, thank you so much for watching. This has been another episode of the Capcom Podcast. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Justy. And next week we'll be talking about
Supergirl.
Supergirl. Maybe the first movie in at least a sec that I've been like really, really excited to dive into. Not to say anything negative about these other ones, but I'm like, okay, I really liked the James Gunn Superman movie. Supergirl could rock. We'll see.
I think this is the one that you're the most hyped for, which is
this month. Yeah. What else was this month? Like Mando and Grogu, I had like tempered expectations.
That was last month, I thought.
What was this?
Was that last month? Disclosure Day, Goodfellas.
Which Disclosure Day I went into with negative expectations.
And then it went up.
Goodfellas, I'm like, yippee. Mento was this month.
Was it this month? No, Backrooms was this month. No,
That
we
was this
started the
one.
month with Backrooms, I thought.
No, you're right. Grogu was at the end of
Was
last
the
month.
last of last month. No, this was
And
the
then yeah,
Backrooms. We started with Backrooms.
Backrooms.
Masters of the Universe and Disclosure
Masters of the
Day.
Universe was quite good. Supergirl's I decided going to be the best of all of them. I don't know if that's true, but I wanted to be the best out of all of them.
Then we end it with that. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye!
Bye.